Indianapolis Colts. We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mariota throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the gun, Mariota. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Here's Beasley. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. They go play action. Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Mariota. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Been a nice showing here in the first half for this defense. Will that trend continue? Time to find out. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. He sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On 3rd down, Mariota in trouble, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Beasley now to return. He almost outkicked the coverage. A 57-yard punt, 15 on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Mariota now. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 40 now on second down. Mariota, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, a run with Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Mariota. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. The Colts on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing is Mariota. And he's taken down. A cheap sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job?
Well, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the Chiefs are going to take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing under pressure. They got him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Mariota. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And in for the Chiefs, touchdown. Zach Ertz from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.